The other day I woke up to two things. One, Little Caesars forgetting my crazy sauce with my order. Two, the realization that we are living in one of the lamest dystopias of all time.
Digital shelf price labels for all its stores by the end of the year.
At first I thought to myself, damn, I mean, every generation has had to adapt to new things coming in as well. When I finally looked around and realized there ain't no damn way this shit is actually real to begin with. The year is 2026, in which we all got bad habits. Yes, we have bad habits. But nowadays, this shit be so normalized, I swear they ain't even considered bad no more. They just be habits. Gambling is everywhere. Like, it don't matter where you go, some form of gambling is waiting for you on the other side. Last year, sports betting generated almost $17 billion of revenue. 17 billion. Like, what the f? In case some of y'all niggas are not picking up the severity of how large this number is, take $1 million and then add 16,000 more of those. How is this happening? But to be honest, I can't even be surprised because I have yet to run into a nigga in my life who don't got at least one sports betting app on their phone. You ever try to watch a live sports game or an event and just get swarmed with 300 different betting ads? Low bar, high bar, minimize the gameplay, then just throw it on the screen, on the field, in the stands, on the jerseys, and somehow there's infinite companies. FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, PrizePicks, Caesar Sportsbooks, Underdog, Bet365, The Score Bet, ESPN Bet. How is there so many? And with the World Cup right around the corner, I'm not even surprised at how much more they're about to make. Matter of fact, I don't even want to know the number because that shit will only piss you off even more. But I ain't finna sit here and act like I'm entirely against gambling because at the end of the day, we all make a choice. You don't have to engage with it. But why is it constantly shoved in your face everywhere you go now? I remember being stuck in traffic, looked out my right side window, and saw a big ass billboard for a gambling app. They got gambling ads on buses. I downloaded Snapchat for the first time in years, trying to find an old memory, and got sent a Snapchat from FanDuel. What the f is going on? When you're a kid, you're constantly told things like,
don't gamble, it's not good for you, the house always wins.
And then you get older and all it takes is one scan around the room before you realize no one gives a f. Like, people will deadass bet on everything because what do you mean you're looking for ways to bet on sperm racing? You can bet on sports, you can bet on video game tournaments or events, politics, economics, different companies, the weather? Remember when the word goon was used to describe someone who was a villain, a thug, a delinquent? Yeah, so now it means to jerk off. And this type of content is literally everywhere. In this timeline, people are ridiculously open when it comes to mentioning how much they actually play with themselves. To this day, I still can't scroll through this platform without getting flashbanged by some cartoon yiddies or yams. Comment section still be having hella bots. I've seen a video get dropped recently by Channel 5 titled The Gooniversary. And it looked like it was supposed to be a tribute to the dude who thought it would be a good idea to go through a coffee shop's drive-thru while playing with himself and the windows rolled down, in which he then got exposed by one of the workers and apparently ended up taking himself out of the game. I'm telling you, this timeline cannot be real. But in the video, they then host a memorial where they're wearing shirts for him, giving him nicknames like Goon Lord, and even gave him a chant? This has got to be one of the worst legacies of all time. Nowadays, I be coming across this type of shit, and I can barely even process what I'm looking at, but at least I'm not the only one. Imagine this is the last piece of evidence that proves we existed as a generation, and historians gotta use this shit to figure out what we were even about. Like, they somehow get access to this footage, and then now they just have a bunch of dudes on screen chanting "Goon in peace." Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna have to skip our timeline because my ass is sitting here in real time saying this can't be real, so only God knows what the hell they'll be thinking. When our ancestors thought about what people would be doing in the future, it's more than likely they only thought of us flying cars, controlling robots, creating things that overall would make life easier. But if they were to still exist and they looked outside today, there ain't no way in hell they would believe what people are doing outside. Recently, the non-influencer side of Coachella has been trending, and I'm starting to see why, because what do you mean people are paying hundreds of bucks to go camp in the middle of a desert, where they then have to stand on a wooden stool and shower out of a bucket underneath a tent? Or better yet, line up to use a public shower. Just to watch people perform on stage, oh my god. You better hope it ain't windy outside, and your shit don't blow away, cause otherwise you're literally in the middle of the desert with your ass out. And don't even get me started on public bathrooms, cause I've yet to hear anything good about those ever in my life. Came across this clip the other day, where this girl said she had to use the washroom at Coachella, only problem is it was late at night. And as she's going to the washroom, it's freezing outside.
It's freezing.
Windy as shit. Weather's giving her the sniffles, there's dust blowing absolutely everywhere that they have to sleep in, and when she finally makes it there, this is what she walks into. Like, we got niggas out here paying hundreds of dollars to go suffer when you get deadass paid like 15 bucks at the Arby's cash register. There's a lot cheaper ways to have a bad time. I swear some of these companies, organizations, or anyone that has a mass influence just start having niggas do anything. Coachella's putting people in a poverty simulator. Mr. Beast has had people performing the most ridiculous acts for so long, all because they're trying to win money.
And when this chain runs out, it's going to pull him to the
bottom of the ocean.
And this is only the first of
7 death traps we have planned for him.
Like at this point, I swear he's just conducting his own social experiments on human nature for his own entertainment. But at least in these cases, you can say that all these people are somewhat influenced. Other niggas just be doing it for the sheer love of the game. Remember when cave diving was trending, in which a bunch of people were diving into crevices so small you genuinely had no clue how they would get out? And they probably had no clue either. We already know that hella people be betting on sperm racing, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know who's crazier, the motherfuckers betting on this shit or the people giving them something to bet on. Cause no one actually knows how they're going about starting these races. And why is everyone going to Epstein's Island? Did I miss some? Like, is there some fucking all-you-can-eat Little Caesars? Cause otherwise, can we please leave this nigga's residency alone? Time and time again, I'll come across a video of someone new exploring his island, straight going through nothing but hula hoops and obstacle courses to get there. And it's like, although he may not be with us no more, you don't know what souls haunt that damn island. And I don't know what people are expecting to see, cause even if you do go find something, I promise you it won't be good. But despite everyone already knowing all of this, in these times it's somehow become a tourist attraction. What? In these modern times with technology, there ain't a single soul I know that's not on the internet. However, if I ever end up having kids, I'm making sure they don't touch this shit until they're like 25. Cause so much bullshit is dropped on here every day to a point where everyone has become desensitized to so many things, I don't even know where to start. Everything has become a meme. Like literally everything. It don't matter if it's a bad person doing really bad things to others or bad things be happening to random people, everything is getting memed. I swear it could be the most f***ed up, gut-wrenching, twisted headline, and there'll always be that one nigga in the comment section fishing for likes. Recently, artist David was arrested for his case dating back to 2024, in which he allegedly performed multiple heinous activities towards a 14-year-old girl named Celeste, and is now potentially facing the death penalty.
Let's go, chat. My emote's gonna be rare in Fortnite. Don't worry, guys. I'll be making songs for y'all.
Everyone already knows that Epstein was a bad guy and either did a bunch of things or was involved with a bunch of things that you probably don't even want to say out loud. Around the beginning of the year, over 3 million pages of the Epstein files were released, in which word got out that a lot of these motherfuckers were doing upright horrible things. 5 nights at Epstein's. Escaped the island. Diddy was arrested for a bunch of sexual charges and then was literally thrown in jail because of it. 5 nights at Diddy's. Or better yet, we get a partnership starring the dynamic duo in A Way Out. The year is 2026, in which I've damn near seen this dude's face plastered in literally every corner of the internet. Like, it don't matter where I go, I can't avoid him. Fortnite, that one speed stream, Sophie Rain, Flight Reacts, a Minecraft trailer? If you were to show someone this clip 10, 5, and 3 years ago, they'd probably implode off of confusion alone. However, nowadays you come across this kind of shit every single day. I've seen too many variations of this dude to the point where I couldn't even tell you what he was known for. But what I can tell you is that apparently he's a rapper now for On the Radar's radio. These AI vids have got to go. Now, to be fair, the internet has always been a place of nonsense and people posting absolute craziness, especially due to its nature taking place behind a screen. But in these current times, there's no way we haven't reached peak desensitization because the human brain was not designed to see this much craziness. Like, you'll deadass scroll past something crazy and not even think twice about what you just saw because in like 2 more scrolls, you'll probably see something even crazier. Day-to-day life as we know it has always required some form of income to survive. But I swear as time goes on, the entire concept of money just gets more and more fake. Everyone already knows about the traditional norm in which niggas are supposed to go to school, get a job, make money, blah blah blah. But ignoring the fact that way more people are graduating than jobs are even created, even if you were to land a job, you will literally never come close to some of the wealth these motherfuckers have. Like, some of these guys have or are worth so much money, it doesn't even make sense. Elon Musk is on the verge of becoming the world's first trillionaire. Do y'all know how many zeros that is? Like, this is how big that number is. You could have earned $10 million every single day since the year 2000, and not even come close to a quarter of his net worth. And you can apply this logic to damn near every billionaire. 2000 ain't even far enough. You can put any year dating all the way back to 1900, over a fucking century ago, and you'd still only be around half. Now, yes, this is net worth, meaning they don't actually have that amount to spend, and obviously becoming a billionaire requires hard work, but there's no way someone or some system isn't being exploited in that process. Think of how many workers it takes to run those warehouses, then look at how much they get paid. And that's assuming they don't get replaced. Normalizations like this is why companies will have you paying extra for things you shouldn't be, especially when the goal is to make as much as possible. Back when I had to take that advanced x-ray of my tooth, had I not paid to speed up my results using the rush option, I would have received them last month. A lot of grocery stores are gonna start using digital price tags within the near future, and even as I'm saying that out loud, it literally just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Like, you're telling me you could be trying to buy some and the price can just change while you're doing so? Bro, your favorite cereal is on sale, bro. Oh, for real? What is that, $3.50 instead of $7? You know what? I'm gonna get this shit right now.
Okay, sir, so your total is going to be $8.60.
What do you mean the price is gonna be $8? The price tag showed $3.50.
Sir, that was probably the price at 4 p.m. It's now 4:01 p.m. Price has been adjusted, sir.
Bro, did you get a chance to buy the cereal, bro? Cause the screen just changed to $8, bro. All in all, we really are living one of the most dystopian timelines. Things that were never considered good for you are constantly being shoved in your face. There's a lot of questionable activities outside. Everyone's become desensitized to things. What people are doing to make money is only getting crazier. Blah, blah, blah. I can't help but question how a lot of these things are real. I mean, you tell me, do you think the reason why a lot of these things feel fake is because they were never meant to be real in the first place? Or is this what inevitably happens when new things are being introduced to the scene every day? I gotta cut this shit off again, man. Cobb's starting to sound crazy again, bro.
Kiss that, kiss that, kiss that, kiss that, kiss that, kiss that.